Hi, my name is Gregory Gerard Allison, and I've got a story to tell you today that has been 68 years in the making. My grandfather, Charlie Allison, was a watchmaker in Rochester, New York, and Sherman Oaks, California. And from what I understand from family lore and from some newspaper articles that I have been able to scrounge up, he made a collection of 15 Allison clocks that were pretty unique. But the clock I'm going to tell you about today is one that he made in 1951 for my father as a wedding gift. And I think it's this little guy right here on the left on that shelf. He made a special little grandfather clock. It's about 6 inches tall, and it has a pendulum that swings. He made it special for my father, who was left-handed, with a left-handed turn to wind it. But he didn't tell my father that, and when he shipped it in 1951 from Sherman Oaks to Rochester, all the way across the country, my father opened it and wound it for the very first time right-handed and broke it. So this clock has sat on our library shelves since I was a little kid under a glass dome and never worked. But once in a while my dad would have a drink and would tell the story about his father and about these clocks and about this clock in particular. So my grandfather died in 1955, my father died in 2003, and I inherited the broken clock. And I started getting interested in what's called horology, which I've learned means the science of measuring time. But I've recently gotten interested in, hey, maybe this clock could be repaired. So through some local efforts, I was able to get in touch with a watch repairman in southern New York. His name is Malon Shetler. I took this down to him a few weeks ago. We took it apart, and right off the bat, he was pretty impressed with the pendulum mechanism. He explained a few things about it to me, but he said it's pretty unique to find a pendulum on a watch this size. Actually, he said it's one of the most unique things he's worked on in recent years. He also taught me, for those who are watch savvy, that this is a Waltham barrel that was used for this clock. And then here's the culprit, the broken clock click wheel that my dad broke in 1951, 68 years ago. As I mentioned, Malon was really impressed with this pendulum mechanism. He said that I should be pretty proud of my grandfather for coming up with such a unique design. Anyway, flash forward a few weeks. Through the help of precision laser technology in Rochester, I was able to get the click wheel laser welded, and this past weekend brought it back down the repaired gear to Malon. We took the clock apart. It was pretty exciting to see my last name on the face of a clock. And I am very excited to say, after 68 years, we were able to get the clock running again. And here it is. Malon said it's probably, my grandfather must have used some pretty high quality lubricants to prepare this clock, because he said it just wanted to run. We put it back together with very minimal effort, and it is running. I'm very excited about this, hoping that this repair has somehow realized my grandfather's dream for this clock and this gift to my father, and maybe repaired some of the shame that my father must have felt in breaking this clock. That said, I am continuing the search. This is only one of 15. I am still curious where the other 14 are. I've been searching for a couple of years now, researching, and I've been out to LA twice. Have not located them yet, but Grandpa, I am not giving up. So, in honor of the Allison clock running once again after 68 years, this one's for you, Grandpa.